Hey guys! So it's been a bit of time since you've seen my face. It's mostly because summer has been pretty warm, and who wants to point light boxes at them when it's really, really warm? I'm already sweating. Whew. So today I'm here to do a haul video for you because I like doing haul videos. I haven't done one in a really long time. I'm real sorry, but I have about 5 months worth of figure pre-orders all down here, all ready for me to show you. So I'm gonna do that. So just keep in mind, a lot of these figure pre-orders have been for like 5 months. I didn't get them all this month. So it's just a big figure haul of stuff that I never showed you, and you guys seem to enjoy the last haul video. So I'm gonna get on with it. Let's start with the Yu-Gi-Oh figures. I didn't make everything fall over. So the first figure that I have for you is Bakura from Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a Kotobukiya Artifacts J figure. I had to get it because Bakura is my favourite character from Yu-Gi-Oh! He's pretty dang great, and I absolutely love this figure. A lot of people don't like this figure because of the face and the pose and the way that it is. I really, really like it though. I think it's a great figure. I think if you like Yu-Gi-Oh! And you want a Bakura figure, you can't go wrong with this. I don't think there are any other options, but this is a pretty good one. Let's make a pile behind me and see if we can make a good wall for a thumbnail. Keeping that in mind, let's go with the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Figure, which is the Yami Marek figure, which got a re-release in April, I believe. This didn't cost me that much money because I've been saving up my Yami points for no reason, so he only cost me about 4,000 yen, which is pretty great. This, again, is... do I want to say this? I think this is my favourite Yu-Gi-Oh! Figure. I just love the options that it comes with. I love how the figure comes apart and stuff. I know that's a really weird thing, but I've never had a figure that comes apart at the waist, at the neck. It's got a cape that you can choose to put on it or not. It's got a dual disc, you can have it holding cards, you can have it not holding cards. It's just got way more options than the other ones have. And I like it a lot. It's a really, really great figure, so I'm so sad about this one. The next one is the 1:7 scale Dark Magician Girl. It's not from the same line as the rest of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures, and this is the 4th re-release of it. Cam, my friend Tensei Twister, made an excellent video about it that you should go and watch. I don't like this figure that much, to be honest, because it just wasn't very good. It came and it broke immediately, and getting a replacement for it would have been really, really difficult because I would have had to send this one back to Japan, and I would have had to pay import tax on it when it came back, so I decided to not really bother pursuing that because the postage to Japan would have been expensive by itself, and I don't care that much anymore about this figure. Go and watch Cam's video about it. He will put it into words better than I can about why this figure isn't that great, and that's super disappointing because I'd heard so many great things about this figure before I got it. Right, now where should I go? Let's keep on the track of broken figures, actually. The next one is the Chrom Charaform from Fire Emblem Awakening, which is a game that I just started playing this week, and I absolutely love it. But for some reason, I was like, oh, a Nintendo figure, I'll buy that. So I got the Chrom Charaform. How should I put this? The figure itself is really great. He's got really, really nice detailing. The accessories just work with him, and everything about the figure I really, really like, apart from the one flaw that kills it completely. So the one thing that really kills it is its base. First of all, he started off pretty great. He looked great because he was like this seamless thing that just was there and looked better than all the Nendoroid stands and stuff, in my opinion, because I think Nendoroid stands are a bit cumbersome sometimes, I suppose. But then I started to notice he'd gone from standing up straight to leaning really badly to the point where he was like back here. So I decided that until I could come up with a better solution, I would take him off the base, at which point his foot broke off. I did get in touch with the manufacturers of this one directly, not through any other external sites, and I explained the situation to them. Took them about a week for them to email me back, but they said that they would be willing to replace the figure if I sent photos. I sent them photos, they said, that's great, we'll post your new figure off soon. And today, I got my replacement Chrom, which I'm going to keep in the box until I can come up with a better display solution. I'm going to try and fix this one up still, just to see if putting some super glue, like putting a ton of super glue on him will help with this whole badly engineered thing, because I really like the figure and I want to display the figure, it's just the base doesn't work. I don't have anything bad to say about the manufacturers because they did replace the figure when they could have told me to send this one back and I would have had to pay more import charges and whatever, but they didn't, they just wanted a photo, so that's really cool. Oh, Chrom. My poor Fire Emblem husbando, I love you. Let's move on to some brighter things. This one's a real quick one. I got the Makoto prize figure from Taito. This came out in March, I think, and it's really good. For the price, it's really good. I plan to do a figure review on these soon at some point, so him and Haru, obviously. Okay, this is the N prize figure from Band Presto, I believe? No, it's Band Presto, it says on, it says on the front of the box. Don't need to go searching everywhere else. I've wanted this figure for a really long time and I saw it at Kitacon. I didn't have that much money to spend at Kitacon, so I got this pretty much and I was really happy with it. It's a really nice figure. It cost me £20 and it was pretty much one of my only purchases from Kitacon. And I really like it, and is my favourite Pokemon character. He is my Pokemon husbando, I suppose. Moving from one husbando to another, I suppose. I love him. I think this figure is really pretty and really worth the money if you can find him for about 20 quid. Oh, I had a better segue. Oh, pretend that I didn't talk about N. I got the Makoto Tachibana Figma, and I didn't like the Haru Figma that much. I really like the Makoto one, it's pretty great. Again, I'm planning to do a review on these two at some point, so hear more about my thoughts then. Makoto is a little bit more expensive in the aftermarket than he was at retail. I kind of think he might be worth it more than Haru, who is way more expensive in the aftermarket, so. This is from Amicon. This is a prize figure from Taito, again, and they had a free lottery going on at Amicon where you bought a ticket for £12, I think it was, and you got like a random prize from it. My friend gave me the £12 and said, you know what, go and treat yourself, get a ticket to this thing. And I'm like, okay, I've got a good feeling about this. And I won the Samazuka chibi, and they said, just pick one off the table, so I picked this one. Inside this box was Sosuke, my least favourite character from Free. I have decided to keep him, because he was a gift. Not pleased. I'm just gonna grab stuff and we're just gonna talk about them. There is no segue stuff. Okay. This is the box for the Celty re-release from Alter. I've been wanting to get my hands on this figure for a while. When they announced Durarara 2, I was like, okay, I'm not buying her because they will re-release her and she'll be cheaper. And they did, and she was. This figure is awesome. This figure looks so cool. One thing though is that the scythe that she comes with is just a little bit too big. I know it's to scale, don't get me wrong, I know it's to scale, but she only just fits on my shelf behind me. Only just, and it took a lot of finagling to make her do that. But she's awesome. I've ordered the renewal of Shizuo to go with the Durarara and Celty that I already have. He isn't here yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to look pretty great with these two. And the real reflective boxes, so I just can't describe to you how cool this figure is. If you are a fan of Durarara, you are looking for some good figures, this one is great. Next, something that no one will have expected me to get is the 1:8 scale Starry Sky figure of Azusa. I'm not a fan of Starry Sky, a lot of people know this, but I am a really big fan of Altair figures, and Altair made a Starry Sky figure. And he'd been really expensive in the aftermarket, but I wanted him for a really long time because I thought the figure was gorgeous. I genuinely think this figure is amazing. I got it for 8,000 yen as opposed to the like 12,000 that I'd seen him for before, because the box is really scratched up and kind of naffed. And it comes with this like magnet flap at the front. I love that. I absolutely love this figure. It's in my top 3 figures that I own. It just is. I love it. I love it so much. It's so pretty. The base is really unique. Oh, I just really love this figure. And I'm really, really glad that I managed to get him for the price that I did. He is about 8,000 yen normally now, so he's gone down in price for some reason. Not sure why, but he has. So I have a lot of Altair figures to go through, so I'm going to go through these as fast as possible, because I know nothing about this show, but this is the 1:8 scale accelerator from Index. I want to say Index, but it could be the other one. Doesn't say anywhere on the box in English, so I'm going to say I'm right. I really like this figure though. I need to get around to watching the series. The figure is, its base is a little bit cumbersome, because it's very, very big, but I do like this figure quite a lot, and I'm sure I will appreciate it more when I know what the character is about. So I got the Tales of the Abyss Luke figure. This figure is amazing. He had been selling in the aftermarket for butt tons of yen. So when he got re-released, Alan was the one who sat me down and said, you should buy this figure, and it's not very often that he endorses my purchases, but I did decide to grab him, and I love him. I need to play more of the game. I've only played about 5 hours of it so far, and it comes with this cute extra head, where he's got short hair, and I don't know the context of that. Next is the Lloyd Irving Tales of Symphonia figure, another game that I haven't played, but an Altair figure nonetheless. I regret pre-ordering him because he's gone down in price, so I'm probably not going to pre-order any more Tales of figures. I'm just going to see what they do in the aftermarket because I don't know that much about Tales of, and this was a mistake purchase. Really, really nice figure. Don't get me wrong, he's a great figure. I just don't have that much to say about him because I don't know the relevance of the character. Same with the next figure that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so apparently my camera battery's going already, so I'm going to race through the rest of these. Next, another Tales of figure of Asbel from Tales of Grace's F. I own this game, so I will play it at some point. This figure is beautiful, but my one problem with him is he has a completely different base to Lloyd and Asbel. Lloyd and Asbel? Lloyd and Luke, so he doesn't fit in with the rest of them, because his base is just entirely different. And it kind of sucks, but he's very pretty. Very much like him. Next! These are the last two Utano Prince-sama figures of Shio and Natsuki. These are pretty great figures. I don't really have anything to complain about, but again, because I reviewed the other 4, I will probably review these 2 at some point, but it's not a high priority for me. Just if you are curious, they are really, really good figures and I like them a lot. Considering Natsuki is one of my least favourite characters from the series as well, so. The last scale figure that I have to talk about is the Senbon Len figure. I've been waiting for this guy for ages, and I love him. He's really, really, really great. I just love the design of Senbon in general. I know a lot of people think it's super, super overrated and just don't like it a lot. I think it's really good. I've been waiting for this guy for like a year as well by the time I've finally got him, so I'm really happy with him. He looks very pretty. And I just don't have anywhere for him to go because I don't have any other Vocaloid scale figures apart from another Len one, which is vastly smaller compared to this one, so he doesn't really go anywhere, to be honest. I got lots of petite Nendoroids. I got, in total, 5 petite Nendoroids from the Utano Prince-sama series, only for them to announce a new line which will probably be easier to get. So I'm glad I spent my time and money on these ones. They're really good though, if you're interested in finding them. I found them on Rakuten for like 300 yen each, so. This is the Mario Nendoroid. He comes with so much stuff, it's unbelievable. This box is so heavy. One thing I don't like about him, he's a great figure, but the one thing I don't like about him is the fact that his neck joint is red, because it just looks like he's got a red neck. That's the one thing I don't like about this figure, otherwise it's so fun to play with. It's more like a playset than a figure. And it's great, I really, really like it, and it even came with some extra arms for Luigi, which is great. Next is Yoshino from Data Live. Haven't seen the show, just really liked the figure. It's really pretty. She'd been so expensive in the aftermarket that I decided to take a chance and get her when she was re-released. And I like her. I really, really like the figure. It's really, really cute. So if you like Data Live, if you like Yoshino, she is much cheaper than she was now, before, not now. And I would recommend checking it out in the aftermarket somewhere. Next, Mashiro from Engaged to the Unidentified. I got this purely because the accessories were amazing, and I just really like the extra faceplates and everything about this is really, really cute. And I liked Engaged to the Unidentified. Next are 2 Wooser Nendoroids. We're nearly there, we're nearly through this. 2 Wooser Nendoroids, one of Rin and Wooser, and one of Len and Darth Wooser. These are cute, these are really cute. These are the light versions, so they came without the like mecha parts that the original ones came with. However, really cute, and I'm glad that I finally have some decent Wooser figures because I love Wooser. One more figure, and then we've got some Gunpla, and then I'll finish. So, this is the Isla figure from Gundam Build Fighters. She was like 2,000 or 3,000 yen. I don't know if I'm going to keep her though because she doesn't fit anywhere in my collection. I will probably feel different after I build something, so we'll see. we'll see how that goes. But she is a really nice figure. If you're a fan of Gundam Build Fighters and wanted some merchandise, good option. Speaking of Isla, I'm going to show you the Cubule Papillon, which was one of the kits that she used in Gundam Build Fighters, and that's probably why I'm going to end up keeping Isla. Next we have Gundam the End. For some reason I am really fond of this design, so I picked this up for like 1500 yen, and haven't built it yet, so again, we'll see how that goes. And the last thing, we're there! Poochie guys, they call them. Petite guys, Poochie guys, whatever you want, which are little bear guys from the end sequence to Gundam Build Fighters Try, which is pretty dang adorable, and I can't wait to build them, but haven't done it yet, because I've lost my Gunpla stuff. That's it! That's the video. I have to end this really quickly, but thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that this took so long, but hopefully I will be back soon properly. So, as always, thank you for watching, take care, and I will see you guys hopefully soon.